Big up yourself, Marsha. You're there. Happy, happy Sunday evening. Big up on yourself. Today is this is election watch, actually. So we are trying to give you as much update as possible on the on the proceedings. So you know that there is supposed to be an election going on in Moortown. Yeah, there's supposed to be an election going on in Moortown. So we want to give you some update on it, where we at so far, Zane, on the election, and why am I speaking on this election? Why is it significant for me to speak on this? Because nobody has not talk, one, and everybody blind, and everybody in a love fest mode, and everybody seems to be a fan. So nobody not talk. So them leave me for talk, so them can burn me out when me talk. But so you go. Nobody else not talk. Hannibal, where go on? Where go on, Miss Hall? Miss Knockney Hall? Somebody come kiss them teeth already. I want to know whether I kiss the teeth for. If I'm me, you know, I have to watch a live, you know, because this is just like a coverage we do. We are nobodies. We just do like a coverage. So if you know nothing from over here, so you have time to leave. See it, me know, man. Me know says a Curry Goat supporter, you know. What me tell you? So me see it, man. Yo, me have a strong spiritual discernment, you know. Watch ya. Watch ya. Watch ya. Big up yourself, Mr. Robinson. Big up yourself. But you don't have to kiss your teeth, man. You know, just come in at the reasoning, man, and just share your opinion, man. We not eat nobody over here, you know. Come in at the reasoning, and you see me I say, you don't have to act like a little tantrum you show. You just come in at the reasoning and kiss your teeth. Kiss my teeth. I want to love talk about people a fish. I love talk about people girly. You know, just come in at the reasoning, man, and if you want to add something to the reasoning, you just think that. You just put forward your reasoning in a respectable manner. It's like when a mother never teach, you know, or when a father never teach, you know, when you just grow up, so when you just drag up, so you come to the reason, and just come to the reason, man, with an open mind, and come with a little, you see me I say? Just come in at, but you say a nobody supporter, but you just say big up Curry. That means that you're a Curry supporter. You are a Curry supporter. You're big up Curry. That is what supporting something means, you know. You see me I say, are you subscribed to it? You say big up Curry. I must say Curry Goat then. Why you not big up Axdale? You see? That means that you think that. That means you're weak. You're weak. You can't address the argument that we have put forward. So you see it? Yeah, come now and say you're nobody supporter. Stand up on your ground, man. Stand on solid ground, man. Nothing wrong if you support Curry. Nothing wrong if you don't support what I'm saying. But be a man about it. You understand? Be a man about it, man. I may call you out if you're a real person and not a robot. May I call you out. Grow up. Grow the fuck up. You see what I say? Grow up, man. You see what I say? Just grow up, man, and stop act like little, you know, teenage girls where, you know, I throw a tantrum. No disrespect to the teenage girls, them. You see what I say? Yeah. So, go and enjoy the reason, my general. You see? Me have manners because me never come in your reasoning, come, I kiss my teeth. Me sure you're not going to a church, a lecture, a function, and stuff like that, and kiss your teeth. Because are you going, you know, and I let them drag you there, you know. Are you pick up yourself and go? So you pick up yourself and came on the page. You see? Anyway, again, big up yourself, my youth. Me not your enemy, my youth. I'm not your enemy. I swear I'm not your enemy. Try find your enemy, brother. Me not your enemy. We just an artist who just have perspectives. You see what I say? Me not your enemy, man. Respect, man. Big up yourself. You see? Big up yourself. But you might want, me know, see you want to know where you're going, you know, that's why you're over here, you know. Let me show you where I'm going. Let me show you where I'm going. Let me show you where I'm going. Let me show you what's going on. This is the latest. This is 24 minutes ago. So you know, so you have it in a almost real time. This is 24 minutes ago. This is from the Jamaica Gleaner. You see? This is from the Jamaica Gleaner 24 minutes ago. You see that? Look at that. But remember that I was the one who told you, we've been telling you weeks now, said this are going to be problematic and this are going to leave, this are going to sow seeds of division. You see? This are going to divide a community that is supposed to be, you know, locked as one. This is not a good look. This whole thing crumbled and backfire, you know, and fly up in them face, you know, and let them come off as weak. It was never supposed to get here. This was never supposed to happen. This just come off now as weak. You see? This week. The Gleaner has been informed that international reggae artist was a short while ago barred from entering the upper Rio Grande Valley. Why the thing they always so loud when I come on, man? It's like the water something there. Go and read it. All right, sorry about that. So you just read a while ago, right? You just saw what I just saw, right? So Sita, the Gleaner has been informed that international reggae artist, Breadfruit, was a short while ago barred from entering the upper Rio Grande Valley, where the Moortown Maroons are expected to hold an election today. He was questioned about his presence in the area and then refused entry by the police/military team, which also ordered him to turn back. The Gleaner was also informed that a similar warning was issued to Chief of the Compound Maroons in St. Elizabeth, Richard Curry, right, aka Curry Manishwata, earlier today after he was reportedly intercepted at an undisclosed location by members of the police military team, right, /military team, right? So this Now, open up a whole can of worms. First thing, it show you that it's one Jamaica. This is what this shows you, all of the people them whether that bite at themselves and a reel up and a come out and ready to go protest and a burn out Andrew Wolness. Say Andrew Wolness a chat shit and him a chat fat and him don't know where my chat say and him dunce and all of these things. Andrew Wolness just showed his power. Are we showing his power? Why is this happening? Because them put him in a position to show him power. Andrew Wellness basically showed his strength and show little roast breadfruit and curry goat soup that him run things. The Governor General of Jamaica, who controls the military, and Andrew Wellness just showed Captain Curry Goat that the whole ranting when come rant and the whole maybe idea when have same can overthrow the government or make people rise up against the government of Jamaica just showed these quote-unquote Moorish people, because it seems as if that's what they're leaning to now. Them no longer Africans, they are Moors. I know some Moors don't believe they were enslaved or their ancestors were enslaved. So they might try rewrite history or try run with that history to say we are not Africans who were brought to the West Indies. That is a doctrine, All the things that you learned, the history of the enslavement of African people, the ship that threw off the slaves them, right? When they reached Jamaica and they were sick and fought a lawsuit in court, right? The crew or the people or the merchants that bought slaves in Africa, and when they got close to Jamaica, they threw them off board because they were sick, and when they became sick, they were no longer valuable. So the better way or the best way to deal with the slaves at that time was to throw them off in the ocean, let them drown, and then filed insurance claim. That went to court. That is on record, These people are trying to come with this Moorish thing to tell us that no, slavery never happened. And they are indigenous to the land. They are from Arawak descendants. They were not brought here. None of their ancestors were brought here. We and them, we honor our ancestors them and venerate our ancestors for the atrocities and the fight for them fight to get us freedom. There is a movement to erase that. There is a movement to wipe away that. The history of our ancestors. Hence the reason Captain Currygoat and his inner circle, they are claiming that they are Moors. You don't understand what is going on. So it's a whole connection, it's a whole team of Moorish, quote-unquote Moors, that went to the Mona School of Business, the Farm and Alliance, and out there trying to pretend as if they're doing it for the people. They're not doing it for the people. They're doing nothing for the people. It's not about the people. It's about using this whole Moorish idea, in my opinion, let me put it that way, right? To usurp power, to take away land, so them can sell the land down the road, or them can have them JP, them justice of the peace, or them ministers that them quote unquote put together in a them Moorish organization, just to sell off the land to them inner circle, to the powerful, the elites, them in them inner circle. Because most of these lands either have trust or are heritage sites. It's nothing about fighting to protect no ecosystem, or protecting no environment, Most of these lands have some form of protection, heritage protection. You see? Or them leave, or somebody died and left these lands in trust. Nothing for the people. That's the reason why we're talking about this, Because when them get to the point where they can get them JP, because them have justice of the peace in them pocket, them have the elites them in them pocket and coming out acting as if them fighting against the elites. But if you go on their pages, go on their platforms, and look at posts they're liking from people inside the government where them attack against openly, and who them following, who them subscribing to, you realize what's going on. So this move where them pull, this move where Captain Currygoat, in my opinion, and his team pulled off with this little girl, it backfired. It backfired. It only showed that Andrew Holness and the Governor General of Jamaica run things. And we've been telling you this for months. We're not about say, yeah, man, you know, chat too much, you want to go high school diploma. We've been telling you this for months, that Andrew Holness or the government of Jamaica run things. All the idiot them we did a run and a talk about them should have chop off the man, them neck we go meet with the prime minister. You just look stupid now. The man just show you say him can put soldier and police in a way you claim say you have sovereignty. The man put soldier and police and tell Captain Breadfruit, where claim say him is from Moortown, say him cannot come there. Captain Breadfruit put out a whole video burning some fire upon the government, burning some fire upon Andrew Holness. Now, Mr. Andrew Holness, just send some soldier and police and tell Captain Breadfruit that you cannot come to Moortown, the place that you claim say you come from. It shows you that they have no sovereignty over any other Jamaican. The whole of we are one people. The whole of we controlled by the Queen. This totally blew up in Captain Breadfruit and Captain Currygoat face. It backfired. You claim that your name, that we grew up on this name, and we love this name, and we rate this man as one of the best Jamaican icons or artists or musician. You sing so much song where people can inspire people. The rich man wealth is in the city. Right? Destruction of the poor is poverty. But yet still you come now, aside with a set of people, we're going to mourn a school of business. Yeah? We're covertly try usurp power so they can control resources, in my opinion. I'll share it up with them friends. Give me a second. Sorry about that. Ezra, when L.A. Lewis was saying that he was sovereign, or he's sovereign, Jamaican people are laugh at L.A. Lewis, I ridicule L.A. Lewis, Everybody that laugh at L.A. Lewis when he must say the things that Captain Currygoat and Sergeant Roast Breadfruit saying now, What these people are doing now with Hope looking like L.A. Lewis' daughter, L.A. Lewis' granddaughter, based on where they must say L.A. Lewis is a madman. Hope now look like L.A. Lewis Pickney. Yeah. Right now, the man them create L.A. Lewis data and throw her to you, and you know we used to laugh after L.A. Lewis. You now look like you're a hypocrite. You look like a hypocrite, you know. Look at this. This great icon put himself in a situation when now the media across the world now, the whole world looking at you now, seeing some soldiers, even if let's say it's propaganda. Even if it's propaganda, you know, you put yourself in a position as a great icon where did I sing song for uplift poor people. To now come change your name to breadfruit. And nobody cannot say, listen to me, my brother. We don't know what happened because we know a lot of people, you know, they put them in the, you know, the system. Them go through the system, them go prison and so forth. And a prisoner, them need counseling. Them need the real people around them. If you go prison for so many years and come back and you don't have real people around you, chances are that long sentence is going to impact you negatively. And this is not a disrespect, you know. This is a brother reaching out and saying to you, yo, Captain Breadfruit, you need to get some real people around you. You need to find back some people, these people that are telling you what you want to hear. Because them don't realize that people were going into these institutions for so many years. Come on, you think it's easy to be caged up like an animal for 9 years, people? Me have so much empathy for Captain Breadfruit. And I'm not saying Breadfruit as a disrespect because the man same name, Breadfruit. But it is not a good look today, brother, for the media to be putting it out there that you were banned from a place in Jamaica. That just make you come off now as a troublemaker, you know. Don't let you come off and people are going to say, yeah, man, stand up to them, stand up to them. These people that are saying that, them not understand that this is the Prime Minister giving it to you. And Corrigot, the Prime Minister basically just showed you his power, showed you who run things. So even if you're there, you eat your Sunday dinner, and them claim say you were turned back by the police, from which part you claim say you come from. This just make you look like, yo, you are try overthrow somewhere, you are try sow seeds of some form of, you see what I say, public chaos. It's not a good look. I don't know if somebody need to tell the general. Somebody have to tell the truth, general. What you going to do? Kill people for the truth? You going to beat people for the truth? You going to kick down people back, some people for the truth? What people afraid of? The whole of we are human beings. The whole of we supposed to be brothers and sisters. We have to can correct each other, brethren. And if you're not talk in private, then you have to go take talk in public. Somebody need to tell us, say, listen me, if a man thinks, say, me I do things, where's a danger to the society or a danger to people, tell me. I'm willing to come sit down with you and talk. If I'm doing something that is a danger to the public at large, tell me. Because them thing, this is not a good look. No matter how no one twist this and turn this and try pretty up this and try to talk about man a freedom fighter and them a fight against and Babylon this and Babylon that. This is not a good look. No matter what no one say, no. This is not a good look. This not good. It's not good. This not good. Look at this.
threat. Say he's a threat.
Hear that? Hear that? Them said this is Nani descendants, aka Opal Atabal and Vegas. This is Nani descendants, aka Opal Atabal and Vegas' mother, according to report. So she's not the first descendants of Nani. Her daughter is. So them say her mother is, you know. So her mother, are according to what them say her mother is. Me don't know. I hold me accountable. But based on what them said, this lady here. This lady is saying the people them say Captain Breadfruit is a threat. What? No matter how you try sugarcoat this, a section of Jamaica no one hear this. This tied you or is tying you to some form of political it's tying you to some form of a political agenda.
Yes, he's relative here, and the police turn him back at fellowship saying threat. Say he's a threat.
So he was turned back by the police.
By the police at 3 months back. At
So
fellowship.
was he supposed to be here today?
He was supposed to be here today.
What would have been his presence here?
His presence would have been in coming support her, and he could have voted for her too because he is a motor man. So he has a say in the affairs of the motor man.
I told you. You were warned. You were warned. We finally get to hear the descendants of Nani speak.
I'm Lamora Dylan, otherwise known as Wu.
And you're challenging for the colonel. How do you feel about the proceedings coming on later on?
Well, I feel confident that I feel the right thing to do. I'm Lamora Dylan, otherwise known as Wu.
And you're challenging for the colonel. How do you feel about the proceedings coming on later on?
Well, I feel confident and I feel like this is the right thing to do. As you can see, the community is in desperate need of. I'm Lamora Dylan, otherwise known as Wu.
And you're challenging for the colonel. How do you feel about the proceedings coming on later on?
Well, I feel confident and I feel like this is the right thing to do. As you can see, the community is in desperate need of upliftment and I'm putting myself forward for a change.
No, this is how hypocritical these people are, you know. LL is trying to drink water through his nose. You laugh off him. I tell you, say, stop calling the man mad. Me tell you, say, stop. You remember that? Me say, stop calling the man mad. L.A. Lewis have bush pan him head, him mad. L.A. Lewis say him sovereign, him mad. L.A. Lewis say him have passport and driver's license, him mad. But then we see grown men in this modern era dress up a little girl with some bush pan her head in a middle day, some quackle leaf and some something pan her head and put her in a slave outfit. I know what's sad about it. The people them will set her up to it. Disappear, leave her. The people them will draw her into this something. This little girl, nice young lady. Let us not be too hard on her. Because this is not different from politicians, according to my brother Imhotep, going into the ghettos them and using the youth them for them own agenda. This is not different. It's just sad to see a person like Breadfruit, we have children, that has children, would have stooped to this level for throw a little girl in the headlight like she's a deer and then leave her on her own. Uno would even say, make uno stand up and challenge the system where uno claim say uno sovereign to. You and Captain Currygoat leave this little girl on her own on the day of the election. When a uno, they were on a promoter, a gas her up, a boost her up, a talk about say she is the first descendants of Nanny, according to uno. First in the lineage. According to Captain Breadfruit, this child is the first in the lineage. And I wouldn't even put up a challenge to Andrew Wellness when uno claim say uno sovereign, uno claim say uno more, uno claim say uno indigenous, and uno could even stage a little challenge to the government when uno claim say uno sovereign too. How uno have uno own autonomy. Look at that. The man just sent out some soldiers and some police and uno run left Opal, Atabal and Vegas. So she a walk now with bush pan her head and still a blow the abeng, and she a not one fowl came for the corn. Not one chicken run out of the bush or one woodpecker run out of the tree and come get like a corn from her. All you see are and all them doing is asking her some little softball questions like, so what you think about the proceedings? What you gonna say? How about groom this little girl if she really have ambitions to overthrow Sterling? Right? How about groom her? And these people, stop look at this as a maroon issue. We are African people. We are one people. Stop look at this as an as a maroon issue and look at this as an African issue. This is no different from taking a little girl and exploiting her in a sexual way for no one agenda, or taking little ghetto youth and exploiting them for no one agenda. Stop look on this as because there is no sovereign state in Jamaica outside of Jamaica. Mr. Andrew Wellness just proved that to you. He proved that to you by blocking Captain Currygoat and Captain Roast Breadfruit from going into Moortown. That means if the government ban you from going to a place in Jamaica, according to where they propagate, or where they put forth, or where they spread, or where the media, let's say a lie they tell. If the media is saying you got banned from going to a location in Jamaica, that is not good. That is like the government telling me so I can't go across road. And that the government put a ban on me. That is like putting a bullseye, an unnecessary bullseye on yourself. Let me talk straight. Captain Breadfruit, you came back from prison. You're supposed to out here educate the youth them and make try save some of the youth them. You're supposed to fight for Jamaica and a whole. You're not supposed to come with this nonsense. Boy, you're sovereign and I support Captain Currygoat. we turn over back in gun to the FLA, and then you come put out this big statement, across the government, or them take away the man gun, do. No, brethren, them think that is not of greater issue than we look at brothers them where shoot themselves and kill off themselves. We have greater issues in Jamaica. You gone down a Belize, gonna fight for the Belizean youth them. Them said dance a yard or fix up your yard before you go fix up broad. And it's like say me and my house dirty and gonna try clean up somebody else. It don't make no sense. Oh, you are one of our greatest icons get banned from a place in Jamaica according to the media. This not look good. But whosoever they behind this and I tell you say this is a good idea, no Captain Breadfruit. This not look good. This is like them a ban L.A. Lewis from go touching the prince and the woman. This not a good. You see social media era. Too much hypocrites. Yes, people. Too much people agree with nonsense. That is what get to me, you know. Too many dunce people with smartphones. Too much dunce people with smartphones, man. This not look good. We want to get the idea that one of our greatest icons I get banned from somewhere in our own country. And that is supposed to be good. Even if I lie them I tell upon you, you put yourself in another position if them claim so you get banned. This works for Andrew Holness. Andrew Holness show Captain Currygoat say him is the man. He's come out to the This little girl, she must go back to school. Somebody need to get her into school if she stop go to school. Little girl, if you want to get into whatever leadership, or you want to be a chief or a chieftainess, or you want to take over your community, nothing is wrong with you trying to fix up your community and make better of your community. But you have to develop yourself. You have to prepare yourself, man. So when you get your call, you're ready. You have to go back to school. Go school and learn some leadership skills. This fukuku with a bush by your head. Me just sorry say two red ants never in the bush them fi bite you. Me don't know how them red ants here ungle attack me when me put on bush by my head. You nice looking young lady. You want this to be all over the internet with you have the bag of bush by your head? Yeah, me know say it's traditional, but that notice the people them where gas you up. Now we are in a bush pan head, you know. Ungo Captain Currygoat have bush pan head because him a deal with military thing. You come out about I am nanny. If you want to challenge Mr. Sterling, give yourself 4 years. Listen to me, people. Listen to me. I remember when I went and got my GED, because I say I love chat. I love chat, and I want to be able to articulate what I say better. Because I love chat. We're in an era where I don't want to just be an artist. In all honesty, I enjoy doing this more than even going on stage go sing at this point of my life. I feel like it does something to my brain. I feel like me develop, you know, to a point where I can relate to people, I can talk to people, I can carry myself in a little interview. I can carry myself in a public discourse. You understand what I say? I can represent, you know, a cause. But remember, like, when? 3 years ago, 2 years ago? Yeah, 3 years ago. We just say, yo, I can't talk on the internet and when I listen back to me thing, them and people around me, if you correct me, me say that thing they wrong, me say that, me still pronounce words wrong, you know. Me still see words were foreign to me, you know. Remember, so me don't know every word in the something, you know. Remember, so me don't know every word in the dictionary, you know. So me still pronounce words wrong. I'm proud and correct myself. And when people correct me, I welcome the correction. I will part time I read all things and people correct me when me don't read it. And me honor that. But the fact say me could have go and develop myself, and 3 years in, me have only electives leaving in my studies. Right now, me done all of my core classes, Me done a big man like me where have money. Me never need to do that. All me have no just electives. Me can just study anything I want to study, basically. I just smooth sailing now until me get a bachelor. A bachelor's in sociology and anthropology. A bachelor's. And a minor in hospitality management. This are 3 years that. 3 years that, brethren. So why this little girl there can't take her 4 years and develop herself if she really want to come lead our people them? Or our community? Why you can't do that? Why you make Captain Curry Goat and all of these people, and another one I'm going to show you where it is said that him is a part of this. When this person I'm going to show you in a few, them all are university students, or graduates, and them not see the need for this little girl go to school and develop herself, You know why? Because the people them claim say them them have degree and them have all of these careers and all of these things, and status in life, Them don't want you to educate yourself, Because if you go educate yourself, them cannot use you. They can't use you. So them use this little girl and then run left her when fire take them. And her mother, according to reports, come out now about say, hey, they say me's a threat. Them say me's a threat. Yeah, they say me's a threat. Look at this. Look at this. A soldier this in a more town than people. Look at this headline. This headline good? This headline good. This headline good. Watch out. This a military in a summer where them claim say sovereign. Andrew Wellness won the day. Look here. Look, read here. Read here. Captain Curry Goat will come out and tell the world about say him sovereign and them have them own autonomy. Watch here. Getting barred from him neighboring people them. Getting barred. According to this report. You played yourself. And now, better when I go cost Andrew Wellness. I bet them I go cost Andrew Wellness. I bet you. That is going to be the result of it. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. If L.A. Lewis do this, in dead. Any L.A. Lewis do this, a beer laughing on the internet today. Watch out. Watch out. Mix sorry say 2 red hands never in this and go in your bag. In your little black pretty bag. Look at this. Look at this. This is a place where want to make people turn in an idiot and tell them about people have sovereignty. This is the military in the Maroon Town. The military, the Queen's militia. Look at that. This has never happened, This has never happened. This is a good look. This I want to cause. This I want to stir up. Because when I try show say, one more powerful than one think we are. Happening now, members of the security part. So if you want to think a lie, it's 1 hour ago. 1 hour ago, Sunday, May 8, 2022. Look at the JDF in Moortown. Look at, watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Look at this. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. And nowhere, there is nowhere for you to find Captain Curry Goat and Captain Roast Breadfruit. Nowhere. Nowhere. Poor little Opal Atabal and Vegas, they on our own like Patty LaBelle. And I told you. Me tell you no. But don't say me an idiot. Me tell you no. If you are if you believe say you're indigenous to the land, if you believe say you supposed to have your own autonomy, and you are a Maroon, because Maroon is one people, you know. This whole thing about a compound and Moortown and Scott Hall and all this nonsense, you know. Maroons them supposed to be one people, you know. One indigenous set of people across the earth, you know. So for you, we come out and tell the people and both say, boy, you read treaty and all of these nonsense. Me tell you, say, you are not even recognized by the government of Jamaica as the chief of a compound. You are basically not even, you're no more qualified than L.A. Lewis, where you run off of your phone. L.A. Lewis, more qualified than you. You know why? Him get closer to the British them. You not even get L.A. Lewis and Miss Grange. Miss Grange had to stop L.A. Lewis from engaging with the British them, you know. L.A. Lewis is that brave. L.A. Lewis is that brave. The madman, according to Uno, the madman. Yo, L.A. Lewis, listen to me. Big up yourself, L.A. Lewis. You're the man here, my brethren. You're the man, brethren. You can't do nothing wrong for me. As if you say, L.A., you can't do nothing wrong for me. L.A. Lewis is 10 times the man where Uno could I ever dream of being. A madman tried to engage with the British to state him claim I don't want to claim about uno sovereign. Sovereign? Andrew Olney showed you today who is sovereign. Andrew Olney showed you today and uno Gaza bicycle and all uno way and can brother foot hype will bite upon yourself. Brother Andrew Olney showed today that he is the man. I don't know if you love up that and take away on yourself. Victory to the government. 0-1. We don't get a 6 love today. L.A. Lewis reigns supreme. Look here. You think that this is a good thing? Uno thinks that this is a good thing. Uno way claim say, me an idiot. This is a good thing. Police charged Captain Breadfruit. Even if this not go so, this is not a good look. Listen to this. Please listen to this. Listen to this. I want to listen to this. Listen to this. Look at this. Police charged Captain Breadfruit. You see? Just look at this. But I want you to listen to this carefully. And this is going to open up your ears and your eyes. And what may I show you? Months now. See? Check this out.
If you want it and it comes to a township meeting and the majority of the people in township meeting say there should be an election, fine, we will accede to that. But that has not been the case. There are persons in the community who are not Maroon, purporting to be but are not, who is members of Curry's cabinet, who is planted, who are here trying to disrupt the thing and to make problem in our community is a peaceful community. The kernel of a compound town and the government have their standard. We have a Maroon Secretariat, leaders in the Windward Maroon group. We went to meet with the Prime Minister. We got a message from the Prime Minister to take back to Curry, and we try everything to deliver it to him since January.
That's Curry from.
And to make problem in our Maroon, purporting to be, but
And they will continue reasoning. Look and listen.
if you want it and it comes to a township meeting and the majority of the people in the township meeting say there should be an election, fine, we will accede to that. But that's
So that is due process. What Mr. Sterling is saying, right? And this is fresh. Mr. Sterling is saying, if we don't think I'm doing the thing for 30 years, I may not do my job. I may not do anything. Let the people come together in a town meeting and decide, not somebody from from a different state, call in an election, and then when you realize trouble there, you pull out and leave the little girl. Me see a lot of dunce on the internet, you know. At about 30 years, him do 30 years, and him do 30 years, and him come on. Yo, listen to me. I personally spoke to this man. FYI. I personally spoke to this man. This man is not trying to be a dictator, people. I personally spoke to the man. And you hear it now with your own ears. The man said, listen to me. If me not do my job properly, if me not benefit, impact the community in a positive way, just call a town hall meeting. Let all the people come together. We're supposed to come together. The councils are the council. And call an election. And if you're going to challenge the man, make sure that you are qualified. You can't just pick up a girl from out her egg and throw her into the fire and talk about and dress her in some slave uniform and talking about a child shall lead them. And then you draw Captain Breadfruit into it to talk about he's going to go into the people and place, go campaign and keep whatever they plan to keep without any form of permit, or who do ever meet with the man, who do them ever have the decency to sit down with Mr. Sterling and say, Mr. Sterling, you know, say, the people them want to change. And give the man notice. This woman, this little girl was set up to go down to some deputy house with the man in a pajama or a underpants. What if the man did have a wake-up call? Them go down to the man out, the man in a underpants, zoom in pan the man pan in veranda, handed the man a note and said, you have been served. 7 days before them say election. What? In every society around the world, if you go call an election, you have to give a certain amount of time. Them say it's a month. We don't have no decency, man. The man tell us say, exactly, Miss Hall, hostile takeover. Because we want to show say we're powerful. We don't want to show say we don't have power. We don't want to show say everybody's supposed to just, bow down to Uno. If you wanted to challenge the seat, do it the right way. But with Opal, Atabal, and Vegas, I am a descendant of Nani. It was bound to fail. And even if we come propagate something and said she won, it will just further divide the place. Because it was not done properly. You have a thing called due process or protocols. We just want to go against everything was supposed to be done in an orderly manner. Because we're not writing our own rules as we go along. The man is not trying to hold on to power for a lifetime. The man just tell you clearly. The man say, if somebody want to challenge me, let us call a meeting and let the people decide. Oh, the people that must wake up on this Sunday, Mother's Day. Look up, I'm gonna tell you how disrespectful you all are. You, Captain Currygoat, and Mr. Breadfruit. Today is supposed to be Mother's Day. And all these people can see in their neighborhood or in their community is soldiers and police. Police in unmarked cars and all of them things on this day when we're supposed to be honoring our mothers. When you claim say you respect quote unquote nanny. When you have soldiers on parade or on high alert in other people in the community. This is what you call chaos, brethren.
That has not been the case. There are persons in the community who are not maroon, purporting to be, but are not, who is members of Curry's cabinet, who is planted, who are here trying to disrupt the thing and to make problem in our community is a peaceful community. The colonel of a compound town and the government have their standard. We have a maroon secretariat. Leaders in the Windward Maroon group. We went to meet with the Prime Minister. We got a message from the Prime Minister to take back to Curry, and we try everything to deliver it to him since January.
That's Curry from the Accompon Maroon. Yes.
He has made various kind of excuse for us not even virtually want to meet. He is planning that because we did not support him in anything, and we were like, then he has meeting in Accompon and decide that he must overthrow the leadership in Moortown, the one in Catsal and the one in Charlestown. In Catsal and the one he must overthrow the leadership in Moortown, the one in Catsal and the one in Charlestown.
You see, when I talk, when I say I'm an idiot. You remember when everybody called say them the man they made to get chopped off because them go meet with the Prime Minister? When you hear now what happened? When you realize now say Captain Currygoat is not about any form of peace, according to what the man is saying. And the man couldn't go say something publicly like this and not go so, because people can come out and deny it and they might go look like a liar. Andy is not the first time him share this information the same way. Now, when the whole thing happened, when the Prime Minister came out and said there is one Jamaica, there is no two sovereign nations, Captain Currygoat fly up, come out with treaty, come out with speech from the UN, come out with speech from British, come out with speech from this, come out with speech from Baghdad, Saudi Arabia, everywhere, the peninsula, everything. The peninsula, everything. And through all that, when him out there a Selono, a lie, the Prime Minister sent a message to him. And the other Maroons who are dealing with level-headedness, if that is a word, are dealing with rationality, are dealing with, sense, trying to get the message to Captain Currygoat since January. And not even virtually, he is trying to hear what the Prime Minister said. Tell me, say, me wrong now. Tell me, say, this man come in peace. Tell me, say, them people here not have an agenda to create chaos in a Jamaica. Tell me now. Deny it now. So Captain Currygoat, based on everything that we have learned now, I will put everything together now. When he's out there talking about how they went and they met with the prime minister, they didn't take me with them. Now it proved to know what really happened. We hear it now from the horse's mouth. The prime minister never want to meet with him because he might try get one over upon the prime minister. He might try show up Andrew Holness. And Andrew Holness I say, listen, you're not going to play me in a youth. Because me not going to look weak on the world stage. So they might play chess. So the prime minister say, all right, here we go. Bring back that message to him for me. What is what most leaders do. Them having a standoff, them send message, and you hear the message, and you decide what to do. You want your cabinet. Because Captain Currygoat has his cabinet, you know. Nobody from your cabinet advised you to even listen to the message from the prime minister. So what did the prime minister did? I say, yo, we need to come together, fix up the road. We need to stop the the mining, all of these things. This is how we're going to go about it. You don't even care if you hear what Prime Minister Andrew Holness said. From January, and you out here and lead Jamaica to make them believe, say, them attack you, and them attack cockpit country, and them attack Jamaica, and them you will write a letter and go drop it off down at the British High Commission. You couldn't find a little minute to listen to the message from the Prime Minister. But you know what? You know what? Hear nothing from Andrew Holness. You know, you're bigger than that. You are the man, you're suffering, you're more, you are this, you are that, you're indigenous, you're this, you do that, you're ray, you have your own autonomy, you are the man. You are the man. You run with police out of your place. Go away. So how did that tell me say police cannot go up there? Yeah? But now police and soldier over Moortown. What is the difference with Upper Okompong and down at Moortown? Still Jamaica. And just because Andrew Holness and the police them never want to take you on and make innocent people lose them life. The day when you have the standoff with the police, them with the gun on your back. Is the police them I use a kind of, sensical thinking because them realize say, you don't have no sense. You try to commit suicide. Based on the video that I saw and my interpretation of it. So now you realize Andrew Holness can just send soldier anywhere he wants to send soldier. And police anywhere he wants to send police in Jamaica. You see? So you don't say them and look fool people them will gas you up. Right now, you just look weak as a rat. Andrew Holness show you up today. And if you all think that we're victorious, well, let us wait until Opal, Atabal, and Vegas take over the government of Okompong. You see?
No, but there was some argument that some meeting should be held here today, and that some people will be coming into the community. Well, the police, they are here. Why? Everywhere you go to Portland, pass up. Everywhere you go to Portland, this garbage dump develop right across the parish. Come on, man. I have to do something about this, man. Yeah, man. I have to do something about it. So, I don't know, I never see so much police now in the valley yet still. Like when I see today. Holy
Private cars and otherwise.
unmarked vehicle. Remember me tell you. Hey. It's at the Maroon Culture Center. But hold on, it look like somebody vehicle and gone back.
One vehicle is go down, but all of them they gone up to where Colonel is.
Oh, them gone up the hill.
Yeah. I don't know if I dispatch and move.
Out of TVG.
Yeah, man, here.
Media there. Well, football, only for coverage.
Man. So we have coverage.
Only for coverage of football I'll get today.
Yeah.
All of them vehicles, I look on a police vehicle, you know. All of them. I'm just like, you know, a little piece. So, yeah.
And we have government
Now you can have a call on the Queen for help because it shows you that the Governor General is the one who is in charge of the military here, and him can send soldier, him and the Prime Minister, who is the chief of the land, can send the soldiers them go anywhere they want to send them to, even up at Okongpong. So all who did a bite up themselves, tell them run the soldiers them out of the indigenous land now. Now because a place is indigenous and a people is indigenous, means it's a sovereign state. It shows that everything we know did make Captain Curry go teach, you know. And everything we know they jump on pan because you know love wagon. I know where the wagon I run go, no jump gun pan the wagon. I want to try to do no research for yourself. You just look stupid and silly now. But we not no shame. We not even going to try to do better next time if you make we not jump on something so. And the military this. For the military to come out, this has to be approved by who? Who approved the military? Is it? You see that? Quick time when it just look like one no sense. Let me show you something. Account to reports. See it? Account to reports. This is the man, them say, behind everything. The man here. See it? This is the man that them say behind everything we are going. According to reports. Right? And it's just according to, so nobody know hold me accountable. Right? What you notice here, so? UWI Mona graduate, Business International Relations. He is the Minister of Justice for the cockpit country, Maroons, Rio Grande Valley herbalist. This man is the Minister of Justice for the cockpit country Maroons. This is the Kongpong people. But according to what has been said, he is the one who is in Moortown, organizing this quote-unquote election. So you don't realize a schoolmate a link up. You don't realize are the educated people them implemented themselves or planted themselves into a movement or into a system. We could call it, we don't want to call it a system, but the whole Maroon community or Maroon movement or history or whatever we want to call it. Plant themselves based on what I'm inferring. Plant themselves in this thing here with them education. Realize that majority of the people them uneducated, so them can use their education with them ascertain, the information with them ascertain in the institutions them and use it against the people them. Because the people them now see said them now really do this to benefit the people, in my opinion. But isn't it weird that the Minister of Justice went to the same school that them say Captain Currygoat went to and studied in the same field? What's the coincidence here? And he's a Moor. You see that? This is to wipe away the history of the Africans that were enslaved by the British and the Europeans. This is to tell you that slavery never happened. Because the whole Moorish thing, based on my understanding, is saying that, oh, we are indigenous or we are sovereign. And if you are indigenous to a land, that means you were not brought here in the slave trade, or your ancestors were not brought here. But guess what? All of them have English names. All of them have Arab names, English names, Arab names, but claiming that they are indigenous to the land. So why you not have the natives them tongue, the natives them names? You claim that you're not Africans, but yet still Kojo, Kwao. Well, Nani is not an African name. Nani is my brother Daniel just pointed out that to me one time, at some time ago, that there could not have been a Nani that we should have as a hero, because Nani is an English name, our word. It had more mean Nana, which is an African word. So we shouldn't have no Nani, the maroon. We should have more of Nana, the maroon. Thanks to that, brother Daniel. So there goes the whole Nani thing. But look at it. Them a claim say them indigenous are them sovereign because of Kojo. That is an African name. And one Debolas, that is an African name. So how you're indigenous, but you're claiming that Kojo is your ancestor? Kojo is an African name, so it simply means that Kojo would have to come from Africa for you to be connected to Kojo. But no, them want to wipe away the atrocities that happened in slavery. So anytime the argument of reparation comes up, Yago here said, no, but you people were not brought into slavery. So when you go and buy foolishness, y'all don't realize what is going on here. It's a set of people who form an ideology that they are some form of more, that are free people and they don't listen to laws and order, and they don't have to listen to the government, and the government can't tell them nothing. Well, stop. Mr. Alex Moore Minot, how comes you could not stop the JDF and the police them from coming into Moortown today if you are a Moor? Or unless this is your middle name, excuse me if I am saying it wrong, or if I'm misunderstanding what this Moor thing is. But you are the Minister of Justice. You're the Minister of Justice for the Cockpit Maroons, a part of Captain Currygoat's cabinet. What are you doing for the people, Mr. Justice, Minister? Y'all pointing fingers now at Mr. Sterling. What are you doing as the Minister of Justice? We would like to talk to you. The floor is open, because we believe if a man have a voice and a man can set things straight, we're willing to learn. We just point out the obvious. Isn't it weird that the Minister of Justice has nothing on his profile about the people? Nothing on his profile about plans that will benefit the people. Isn't it weird that the Minister of Justice has nothing on his profile of the situation that is going on in that region now. And you're the Minister of Justice. Let me tell you what they are saying, Minister. They're saying you are the one who is writing all those messages on Opal, Atabal, and Vegas page. Them say them listen to Opal speak in real time, and those messages or those posts are coming from someone with a tertiary education background. That is what they're saying, Mr. Minister. In case nobody not tell you, Mr. Minister. Mr. Minister, if they not tell you, let me tell you, boss. Them say you are on Opal, Atabal, and Vegas page. Yeah, Mr. Minister, them say is you running the page. Them not tell you. Because them may be afraid my retaliation, but we just attack as concerned Jamaicans. This is what little Opal, Atabal, and Vegas is up against. And don't even know what she's doing. You see? They said, little Opal, Atabal, and Vegas does not have the capacity to formulate this type of messages. These type of messages. So together we will work, consolidate a full council with representatives from districts throughout the Rio Grande Valley to ensure that everyone is effectively represented, undertake legal and justice reform, where we will draft a constitution that will provide for checks and balance and systems and accountability to hold our leaders responsible. Well, we know that the whole constitutional argument is coming from Captain Corrigoat. And if you are the Minister of Justice, that simply means that you are a part of the constitution that Captain Corrigoat drafted a few weeks ago. So isn't it ironic that now Opal, Atabal, and Vegas is talking about constitution as well? Well, listen to me, Mr. Justice, Minister, and Mr. Corrigoat. If you're going to draft a constitution or let the place, govern on our constitution, it simply means that you would have to turn Moortown into a corporation. Because a constitution is basically to run a corporation. That is what it is. So there goes your indigenous status. In case you think that everyone will go to basic school alone, no know this. But a constitution is to run a corporation. So little Opal and Atabal and Vegas don't even realize that she's telling the people and that she's going to take away their indigenous rights or them autonomy. And they're now going to be a corporation. But we can hear Miss Opal in real time breaking down this message so we can ask questions. It's all written. Exactly, Andre. And we learn in a class. That is the important thing, Andre Porter. So big up to Brother Bozra, because when him did a teach, we did a listen. And then we go do we want to research, and then we go do we want to, cross references and realize that Mr. Bozra was talking the truth. So even me, whenever I did know, I never did fully understand what a constitution is, I have to go through the whole, process of doing my own research. You see? So let us end this. All of you, where did make people come gassing up And I say Andrew Holness a idiot. Him leave beer doodoo on the face today. Him shame on him. Andrew Holness, shame on him. Is it? Of course, Marsha, she can run in an election because you have some 18-year-old that are very bright, that are very smart, that are very able. The fact is, she has put forward nothing for us to even use as a measuring stick to say she's ready. There is nothing from Opal, Atabal, and Vegas to say that she is ready to run a state. Fukuku. Not even the foul them come when she fukuku. You see? She has put nothing forward. So the done said them on the internet about, yeah man, a child shall lead them. Come out of your Bible brain. Uno take Bible, everything uno use Bible. Everything Bible. A child shall lead them. What? Uno draw everything Bible. A Bible verse. A man rape a pitney. Yo, judge not, lest he be judged. A man kill a man. Yo, make God deal with him. Your pastor rape a little girl. Yo, judge not, lest he be judged. He was no sin cast the first stone. A child shall lead them. Our child is going to lead them without qualification, without experience, without knowledge, without wisdom, without any form of credentials. We can't end the conversation here, you know. We're not even have to talk about this again, you know. There's nothing more for us to even talk about. In all honesty. You see? There's nothing more for us to talk about. This clearly shows that them play the little girl, leave her alone on her own. The police and the soldier them come, them hide, or take with themselves, or got banned, or barred. You see? So I'm going to play right into Andrew Holness' hand. All the big speech we did make, I'm going to play right into Andrew Holness' hand. And the government of Jamaica showed that it run things. And Jamaica is one state, one nation under God. You all should be ashamed of yourself for getting played so badly. It's like people never realize how badly Andrew Holness played, you know. Andrew, listen to me, brother Andrew. Well done. Well done. You played Captain Currygoat and roast breadfruit and whosoever else like a fiddle. You see? So this to show you that the done said them, what did I talk about? Them should not, the police them should not go up into a compound and the man should have shoot them. Now you want to stand up for the military where I kick woman in her belly. But when Captain Currygoat did have gun pan him back and run the police them, the authorities them, we said them suspect some behavior with some men, and they went to check on the situation, and they were met with a man with a rifle pan him back. I don't know if it's real or it play. Don't hold me accountable. But a man that was running the police them like dog, and the police never kick him in the belly. But you want to justify a soldier kicking a pregnant woman in her belly, but come talk about, she should have get kicked out her teeth them. But you did support Captain Currygoat and disrespect the police them. Well, basically, just do them duty, because if they suspected that they were criminals, or criminal elements in the area, they had the right to go anywhere in Jamaica and check on it. Anywhere in Jamaica. And Andrew Holness showed you that today. So it shows you're a hypocrite. It shows that if robot man say it, you don't run with it. But if somebody don't like say it, it's foolishness, it's nonsense. But we caught you again. We caught you being the biggest hypocrite them in the world. You Jamaican people are the biggest set of hypocrites in the whole world. And Andrew Holness played you all today. Bam! One state, one nation, one Jamaica, no two sovereign state. Bam! You're dead in the show. Big up on yourself. Somebody say wrong pledge. A wrong pledge, me I sing. Oh, I American one that. You can't turn the American. Oh, our own go again. Out of many, we are one people. Ah, thank you, Miss Al. Out of many, we are one people. Thank you, Donovan. We are all Africans. That is what it is. We are African people. We might have some disagreement. Big up Miss G, Mama G, who asked for some form of reconciliation with what happened in the past and our brothers, and that is what we're going after. We want to preserve the history of the Africans standing up to the British them that the Moors them trying to eradicate. We want to preserve that history there because, hey, here we go now. The British them never want, say somebody did stand up to them, and actually defeat them, That's how we listen to Brother Daniel. We don't have to agree with 100% what Daniel says, but you have to think on it and say if it's plausible. If it's implausible, we just leave it alone. I do further studies. But Brother Daniel, open our eyes, and Brother Imhotep, open our eyes to some things. They don't want you to know that there were some Africans who stood up to the British, because that would have influenced you years ago. So them feed you with nanny. Nanny catch bullet with her batty. Anybody named Nanny would have been a white woman. What good?